6 months after my FUE hair transplant in Turkey. Let's see how we're doing, shall we? Hello, my name's Mark Fitzgerald. It's great to have you joining me here. And I see there are a lot of people very, very interested in hair transplants at the moment. I know I was when I started out as well. So October 2023, back end of October, I went and had my FUE hair transplant in Turkey, which was interesting. It was good fun. I didn't really know what to expect, knew what was going to be happening, but I went to a clinic over there. It was a private clinic, but basically it was all included in the price. So I had, they picked me up and transported me from the airport to my hotel, which was a very, very nice hotel. My hotel included meals, and then I had my own translator as well, which was a guy that came and got me, and we walked to the clinic. The clinic was literally just around the corner from the hotel, so it was very, very easy to get to. So they came and got me. We walked to the clinic. I had it all done. I was the only person in the clinic as well. You hear some horror stories, don't you, about people, you know, it's like they're lined up there, you know, the next one through, the meat grinder, so to speak. So I was very, very happy that I had a private clinic. Basically, the whole team were there just for me. Nobody else was there. I got lunch there as well, which I was buzzing. It was a nice pizza, pepperoni, Papa John's pizza. Obviously, there are other makes that you can get out there, but that was nice. And of course, I had the hair transplant, which, you know, if you haven't seen any of the previous videos before this, I've got videos out there the night before, the day of the operation when I got back to the hotel. I've got the second day, and then like a week after, a couple of weeks after, and then it's been a few months. I'm trying to do an update each and every month. So I'm wearing my hat at the moment. People that follow me on social media, I'm not saying you do follow me, but people who do follow me will have seen the hair growing. And let's get on with the results then, shall we, at the end of the day. So, dun, 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 right here, right now. I don't know how that looks now that I've just messed my hair up with a hat on. Ooh, it's looking good. So again, I will go that where my finger is. Everything in front of my finger is new. Okay, so that was it. I was very big forehead. People will say you've still got a big forehead, Mark. But right here, right now, I am stoked. I am absolutely loving it. Absolutely buzzing. Again, I'm probably going to mess it up with my hair, with my hat. But no, it's looking good. I'm very, very happy with it. It just seems to get thicker and all the time, which is what it should be doing. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here or be here and harp on loads about how thick it's going to get. You know, between 12 and 16 months, I'm being told, you basically have seen all the effects that you can see. So nothing else is going to be growing after that. I don't think, personally, that I can see a lot more growth happening at the moment. So this is pretty much it. And the camera doesn't actually do it as much justice as if you just see me walking around in the street. Right now, people are just saying, wow, your hair, wow, I wouldn't be able to tell. Equally, I've said before, I have it short around the back and sides, and you can't really even tell where it was taken from. They've done an absolutely amazing job. I'm thrilled to pieces with it. I'm not looking at the camera, I'm keep looking at the screen because I'm looking at myself. And you do find yourself catching yourself on a reflection. You're like, ooh, look at that, looking good. So from where it was, for my age and everything, I'm buzzing. I'm happy. I'm glad I had it done. 6 months in, you go through a roller coaster of emotions. I will say that, because when you initially have it done, it then shoots up and you have a skin head and you look at yourself and you think, oh yes. Now you know that's going to fall out because everybody tells you it's going to fall out. And it falls out and it looks bad. The ugly duckling phase, as they say. And normally about 2 or 3 weeks after you've had it done, you start to lose all your hair there and then you just look I felt like an old man, if I'm honest with you. And that's no offense to old men, but you know, I just had like hair there, and for the first 4 weeks you can't get it cut at all. So it was like mismatched. Where they'd taken it, it was short, the rest of it was long. But you trust the process. You trust the process. And of course, after 4 weeks, you can obviously seek the right advice from whoever does your hair transplant. But I was told after 4 weeks I could wear a loose hat. So my thinking was, if I do it in October, then by the time I can wear a hat, it'll be November. It'll be cold, won't it? So wearing a hat, everybody's pretty much wearing a hat. It's winter time here in the UK. So that's what I went through. I actually did think that within 6 weeks I'd have stubble and everything, and hey, we'll be all right. It'll only take about 6 weeks. That isn't the case. It takes a lot longer than that. So, you know, over Christmas and things, I just basically kept a skinhead. We'll be putting a few pictures and things like that on to show you the sort of transition. And then I think it was about the back end of January, February time, you start to see some really good growth starting to come through. But it still doesn't look great. But you've just got to go through it. So, you know, I think after about month 4, maybe into month 5, I'm happy. Month 6, I'm ecstatic. And from here on out, I'll just keep looking after it and taking care of it. So I use a caffeine-based shampoo. I take me finasteride tablets each and every day. Make sure that you start taking those before you have it done, in case you have any of the side effects that they all worry about you're going to have. I haven't had any side effects with that, so I'm more than happy with that. And yeah, you know, wow, it's one of those that it does take time. So, you know, give yourself 6 months, 5 months potentially, and then you'll be nicely surprised with the results that you're getting. So I had 3,032 grafts. I always laugh and joke and say who counted them. I lost count. I did try and count when they were taking them out. And the procedure itself, you know, looking back now, 6 months after the procedure, I can hardly remember it, to be quite honest with you. I think I slept a lot of the time as well. It didn't really hurt. You know, there was obviously good painkillers and things like that. It was uncomfortable sitting upright or at a 90-degree angle when you're trying to sleep isn't the best, but you get around it, you get used to it. I even found myself doing it a couple of times when I could lie down, just because I got so used to it. But now it doesn't matter. You've just got to be careful. It's just one of those things. Do not plan to go skiing and put helmets on. And if you ride a motorbike and things like that, please, please, please make sure that you do try and give yourself at least 4 weeks before you put a motorcycle helmet on. I'll be honest with you, after 4 weeks, I was still a little bit reluctant about putting a baseball cap on. I mean, I've got one here that's got the meshing and everything, so I can let my head breathe and stuff like that. And I only have it lightly on there. Of course, you can tighten that up. I wouldn't have liked to have put a helmet on, certainly not a tight motorcycle helmet or anything like that. So if that's your mode of transport and you've got to keep going around, then you've really got to look into what you're happy with. Obviously, this is just mine. Would I be happy to put a helmet on that? Hey, it's hair now. Do you know what I mean? I can do all of this. I can do all of that. I can pull it. It's, you know, it's no problem there. And it's doing the job that we've asked it to do. So my head itself there has got more feeling. It's quite tender, actually, I will say, just tapping it like I am doing now. It doesn't hurt, but it doesn't feel, it feels a little more tender than other parts of my head. So that is still a bit tender. The redness seems to be going. There is still a little bit of redness there, which, hey, let's be right. You know, it was quite a big procedure. People poking and prodding you, slicing your head open and sticking hair follicles in there. So yeah, that again is a little bit tender, but it's nothing to worry about. It's never really hurt me or given me any grief or anything like that. I went and had a haircut a few days ago, and I have to say, why is it always when you go and get your hair... Now, I've not normally had this because my hair is so short, but why is it when you go and get your hair cut, in most cases, my hairdresser, she does that with her hand, she brushes it, and it looks awesome. Absolutely awesome. So I do that when I get up in the morning, get that, brush it, and it never looks as good, does it? I might have to pay her to come and brush my hair in the morning or something like that. Hey, what a life. But yeah. So, am I glad I did it? Do I wish I'd done it sooner? Yeah, probably. Probably. I do actually. If you're on the fence, you're looking at watching this video because you're going through YouTube and you're going through all the different videos and things like that, and you're thinking to yourself, I want to get it done, but I'm just not sure. You know, it's a lot of money. Listen, if it annoys you, if it's something you can control and you can do, then do it. Go and seek the proper medical advice. You know, get a good opinion on it. Make sure it is right for you. What's the worst that can happen? If you're losing your hair, like I was thinking, I'll just shave my head anyway. At some point, I'll have to shave it all off. Now I haven't. Now I've got a good few more years before I've got to do anything like that. So, you know, happy days. Yeah. A lot of people say to me, I look 10 years younger. I'll take that. Hey, when you're my age, you'll take whatever you can get. But if you're sat on the fence and you're not sure about it, then feel free to leave in the comments or anything. Reach out to me and I can tell you where I got mine done, and I'm happy to share anything on the process there. So really short and sweet, really just to get you in there, give you an update. I will keep doing a monthly update. If we get enough questions and things and people want, I don't mind doing a bit of a Q&A session just to answer any questions. People sat on the fence want to know anything. Listen, I'm not a major professional or expert in this. I can just tell you what I've done and also, you know, how it's been for me, and you know, no nonsense. At the end of the day, if it really hurt, I'd have said to you, it really hurts this. I remember when I came back, if you watch the video on day one, when I came back from the procedure, I said, people tell you it doesn't hurt, they're lying, man, they're lying. I watched that, it does make me laugh, but nah, it's all right, it's all right. Some of it stings a bit. I would say the anesthetic stings. It's like a bee sting, a wasp sting or whatever. It does sting every time they do that. And they don't just, as I said before, do it once. It feels like an eternity when they do it. And the old joke I had was, they said to me, if it hurts, just let us know and we'll give you some anesthetic. Well, when it did start to hurt, I was thinking, what hurts more, that or when they put the anesthetic in? So I had that twice. I had to say, whoa, hurt, pain was what he said. So job done. And that's it basically. So yeah, 6 months in, happy days. I'm going to keep you all updated with the rest. Do feel free to go back, look at the other videos as well. I'm thinking about taking it up to about month 18. We'll see where we are then. If nothing else is happening, then there's no point in me keep saying, hey, look at my hair. Hey, look at, but I might do, you know, and maybe some people want to watch it. But after 6 months, we're getting somewhere now. A little bit thicker just behind the front hedgerow would be nice. But I think that's more actually due to the fact that I've just messed my hair up. So, you know, it was never going to be perfect. Let me just put it that way to you. Now, if you're a bit younger or your hair's thicker and you've got better follicles, my follicles weren't the greatest. I think what I've got with what I have, I'm a happy man. So that's me signing out.